Hey everybody, once again, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. I thought it was Saturday yesterday, it was Friday. So I got lost on my days, but happy Saturday. We are back with the BR0-CRUISER. This is the mini BR0-CRUISER, the BR0-CRUISER Mini EV. And we are going to demonstrate the capabilities of the BR0-CRUISER in just a minute. As soon as I find out where I put the transmitter. Here it is. Okay. So, using the new transmitter, we have charged up the battery a little bit just to show you that it works. That's the normal speed, and this is before the 18 volts steering. Okay. This is before the 18 volts, and I have not done the pre-adjustments on the controller yet, on the transmitter. I was calling this transmitter yesterday. I was kind of tired. This is the transmitter, and this is called the BR0-TRON. The BR0-TRON transmitter, we changed the name. We're rebranding it today, and we're rebranding the BR0-CRUISER. And we've already changed the logos and stuff on the BR0-CRUISER, as you can see in the front there. I don't know if you can see it from this particular angle. Probably too much light, but we've already, oops, let me turn this light off a minute, see if it's too dark. Anyway, we've already changed the labeling on the windshield, and this car is fun. And we're still working on the BR0-CRUISER. So that's what this is. This is a BR0-CRUISER update. So just bear with the cinematography right now. But you can definitely see that it is working. And it's working with the new BR0-TRON controller. The new BR0-TRON controller. And that's only on 12 volts. And we're going to describe a little bit what's going on with the technology on this upgrade. So just bear with me. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. Not really zoom in, but it's kind of hard to do with this camera. This camera is a DJI Osmo Pocket. And we'll turn off the electronics for right now. What we have over here, this is actually an amplifier. This is a cheap amplifier that you can get off of Amazon or eBay or whatever. I got this one off of eBay a long time ago for about, I think I paid about, I don't know, maybe about $15 for it. And now it's probably a little bit more, maybe 20. It's the ZK-MT21, okay? Excuse me. Cold this morning. Saturday morning. Today is the 21st, I believe, the 21st of December. So, I'm going to turn off this controller right now. Turn off the controller. Very cool. I keep calling the controller. Turning off the transmitter. This is the transmitter I just got. So, we just turned it off. And this is the amplifier. Once again, the amplifier for the speaker system. The speaker is sitting beneath the car, and then inside we have these where I'm pointing at. This is a IBT, I believe, IBT2 motor controller, and this is also an IBT motor controller. One is used for the steering motor that's already in the car, and the other one is used for the two motors in the back. And we may change that later. I actually have 3 of these. I'm gonna pull out the other one and show you what it looks like. You'll see it a little closer. Here's another one. I bought these about 2 years ago, actually. They're fairly small, and they're motor controllers. They handle up to, I think, 30 volts, somewhere around there, maybe 27, 30 volts, which is pretty good. We're not going to be using that much power, so these are worked out perfect. Because you have to buy these little wires right here. You have to buy all these wires, so I had to buy all these little connectors and cables. These cost me about $6 for 20 cables. You got male and female, okay? Male and female, so you have to buy these. And I got these at I got these off of Amazon for about $6. I think it was $6.59 or something like that. So you have to buy these, and then you have to connect it. And it's not just connecting these cables. You have to kind of rewire them and reconfigure them. And I've kind of figured them out thanks to YouTube videos. I'm gonna tell you this: you can do all this through YouTube. It took me a little while because some of the language was different, and I just kind of had to watch. And I'm a very visual person, so I learned how to do a lot of this from just watching other people. But these terminals up here are for these two right here are for your motor. These two over here are going to be for your power coming in, whether it's 12, 18 volts, 20 volts, 30 volts, or whatever it is. And we're going to put at least 20 volts into this. So on the back, when you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see, it's labeled, it says BT plus, BT minus. That's for your battery, okay? And then and the other two says minus M and plus M, and that's for your motor. So whatever motor, whatever circuit that you're building, that's how this works. And then these are your wires that's going to be coming from your receiver, or not even coming from your receiver. These are the wires that's going to be coming from your they're actually coming from a servo, and then from the servo it's coming from the receiver. It's kind of tricky how I had to do that. I had to actually take a servo apart. We'll show that in a second. And then these wires right here, these two wires, I know I'm kind of explaining this kind of fast. These two wires are your main power coming in, which this thing operates off of about 5 volts. So you have to have a 5-volt power supply, which I have a battery. I have a little battery pack inside here. See this little battery pack, which I may change that out later on with a buck converter. A buck converter will take whatever voltage you have, and it'll change it to that voltage. So I may use a buck converter, and then I won't have to use batteries at all. And if you get a buck converter, you can convert it from your main 12-volt battery. There's a 12-volt battery right here. I'm pointing, you can't see it on there, all these wires, but there's a 12-volt battery that it could be, everything can run off the 12-volt battery. And the buck converter would convert it down to 5 volts, and then I could just take the 5 volts right here. And then these two wires right here, they actually go to 5 volts, positive. So you have to splice these two together. And what I did is I just took the positive here, spliced these two together right here. Doesn't matter about the color. Splice all 3 of these together for the 5-volt positive. And this is your negative. So it's kind of simple. But this part right here was kind of weird because you had to take these two. I think this is your pulse width modulation input. I'm not sure yet. I think this is a pulse width input, pulse width modulation input, or R or something. I forgot what it was, R something. But this is the signal wiring that comes in, and it has to come from, in this case, it had to come from a servo. So I had to take a servo apart. Now we're going to show you what a servo looks like. Hang on. Okay, trying to find the one I took apart. Okay, so this is a servo, which is basically a motor that they use in like RC planes, cars, and things like that. This is one where it doesn't keep on spinning. It's not a motor. It's a motor, but it only spins in 2 directions and it stops. And it has a circuit in there that tells it the telemetry where it's going to stop. Okay, so this is a servo, and you can buy these. These are pretty cheap. I think I bought 4 of these a long time ago. I bought these like 2 years ago, actually. I bought these like 2 years ago, and they plug into a receiver. This is my 4-channel receiver. This is a 4-channel receiver that they're plugged into that I got, that goes with my other radio, the little cheap radio that I showed you guys a couple days ago that I got for like $25 or something like that. So this is the cheaper receiver. This is only a 4-channel, and it's labeled on here too, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I tested it out yesterday. It works. So these are servos. I got 2 servos plugged in. I know I'm not doing a very good camera work here. Got 2 servos plugged in, and then this is what it looks like taken apart. So I had to take it apart, of course, and can't see the other part of it, but the other part's actually down in there, the rest of the circuit. This is just a gear that you see here, but this is opened up, taken apart, and you have to desolder the wires from the servo motor And you have to take those wires, and you have to connect those into your IBT circuit, which is, where's the IBT circuit? I put it down now. Yeah. The IBT2 circuit. Those wires that you desolder from the servo will be right here. Okay. Just trying to make this a little simple, and I know I'm kind of going through it real fast, but this is how it works, and I posted a video showing how it works as well. So these two wires right here are going to be coming from the two wires that you desolder from your servo. Once you open the servo up, there's going to be a motor in there, and I can't really show that part right now because it's hooked up in the circuit. Actually, let me turn the circuit off. You got a little switch right here. That switch actually came from another ESC that I had, because the ESCs that I bought a couple days ago, they didn't work. Maybe you can see it. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but you can see the motor back here. That's the motor. And can you see that? And there's no wires on there. There's supposed to be a wire here and a wire here. So those motors are coming out, and they're actually, I just got them taped right now, but they're just taped. I think I did solder them, but they're and then it's going straight into the board where I was telling you guys about before. So it's kind of a spaghetti mess right now. It's kind of a spaghetti mess, but this is just an update to the bro, how it all works. And it's early in the morning. It's about almost 6 o'clock in the morning right now on a beautiful Saturday morning, December 21st. And this is what I do. And we got other projects that we're going to be working on as well. We do have the truck. Let's show the truck real quick. We got the truck there, and you see the gaming chair, the frog in the gaming chair. That's my dad's frog. So we got the frog in the gaming chair, and that is going to be our next RC conversion. That's gonna be, it's actually, you see the chair looks kind of high. I'm actually going to be sitting on that chair, and I'll be driving that unit. Let me walk over there for a minute so you can see what I look like standing over there with the unit here. Can I get over there? Y'all just bear with me for a minute. Okay. Take the frog out of here. Move the frog over here for a minute. So this is the gaming chair. The theory behind this, like you said, you can still rotate the chair. You can do anything you want. These arms can come off if I want to, but I'll be actually sitting in here. I haven't sat on here yet. And I'll be sitting like this. And this is going to be my cruiser. I don't want to sit on it right now because I'm still kind of working on it. But you get the idea. And then coming out of here will be the gaming controller. It'll be sitting about that high. And I just haven't cut into this yet because I don't want to cut into it. So such a nice looking truck. It lights up, of course. See, I'm turning something off. Lights up. It's got sounds. This is the actual remote control that powers this truck. I don't know if it. Let's see. Oh, I took the batteries out. Yeah, I took the batteries out. That's good. So this is the baby remote I told you guys about, the baby remote. I'm not gonna be using no baby remote. No more baby remotes. That's what it operates off of. I'm gonna be using the Broton. Okay, the new Broton remote will be operating that one. I gotta get the receivers. The receivers were supposed to come in today, but they're gonna come in tomorrow. It looks like, because I ordered them late, so they'll be coming in tomorrow. And what else I was gonna tell you guys about? Oh, I was gonna show you guys the steering wheel. Yeah, I can show you that. There's a lot of updates here, but just bear with me for a minute. Let me get the steering wheel and show you guys what that's going to look like. Multiple projects, so please bear with me on these projects. I'm just going to get the steering wheel assembly and show you what this is going to look like. Okay, so going back to this project, this is the gaming steering wheel. I don't know what you want to call it. Gaming steering wheel cockpit stand, and this system is gonna. We wanted to build it inside of this, but it looks like it's a little too wide. So if I use this particular body, I don't know if I'm gonna use this body now. I may change it up, but I want to show you the concept. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this around here a little bit. So this is a steering wheel. It's a Ferrari steering wheel gaming system. I got this on Facebook Marketplace too. I think I picked it up for like too much, $40, which is